Hey, good evening, guys. It's Kevin. Let's jump in and talk about the Magnificent Seven. You know these companies. Each and every one of us probably have at least one of these companies in our portfolio, or maybe all seven. And I'm always wondering who's going to be the best of the bunch? Who's going to win the year? Who's going to be the top dog within the Magnificent Seven this year? And I'm telling you, I think there's one company that is slowly and quietly making a case to be the best of the bunch this year. And it's probably not the one you're thinking of that's jumping the top of your head right now. You're probably thinking of the one that's grabbing all of the attention and absorbing all the news cycle, particularly related to AI. But to me, who's going to win 2026? It's going to be Amazon. Amazon is going to be the big dog with the Magnificent Seven, and there's some clear reasons I'm going to explain why I feel that way later in the video. But first, I want to jump in and just take a look at today's performance across the Magnificent Seven. So let's do that. Let's jump over and take a look here. You can see on the table all seven of these companies. How do they perform today, and who performed the best? Not surprisingly, it's Amazon. Amazon almost posted a $5 per share growth, about 2% growth on the day. They've had the best performance of the group so far this year. You can see with almost a 7% year-to-date change. Guys, remember, they only posted a 5% in 2025. It was the worst performing of the company of the Magnificent Seven in 25. For reasons, I don't know. The fundamentals were strong, but I think investors just started to feel that Amazon wasn't aggressive enough in the AI space, and they were being a little complacent when it came to their commerce business. I'm going to give you some reasons why I don't think that's the case at all, why I think they position themselves to have a very successful 2026. But let's take a look at this first. I want to just draw your attention just to the column on the right, because to me, it jumped out. If you just look at how they've started the year, it's been a fabulous year for Amazon. They are positioning themselves to be a great buy in 2026, almost a 7% growth, strong growth rates across all of those days so far in 26. But let's jump back and talk a little bit about the reasons why. To me, I mentioned the fundamentals were strong in 2025. I don't know why people fell out of favor, but why are they strong, and why am I picking them to be the best of the bunch in 26? Clear reasons. One is performance. If you look at their last quarter, they had a 13% growth in their net sales. They had a 20% growth in the AW business, the AW segment for them. They had a 36% growth in net earnings per share. In fact, their target was $1.57. They far exceeded that in third quarter and hit $1.95 per share. Really strong fundamentals. And I think this executive team does an excellent job of managing costs and making sure that everything is aligned. On top of that, I think you got to sit back and look at the ecosystem, the AI ecosystem that Amazon is building across AWS, across Alexa.com, and across their commerce business. It's really impressive. They have not been lackluster in that area. They've been very aggressive in there. They've been launching and signing up partnerships to strengthen that AI business. Two, I think they've just scratched the surface on the grocery side. I think some of the partnerships and the innovative ideas they're doing in Whole Foods is really cool. They're looking to bring innovation to a space in grocery that we haven't had before. And I think they're also going to push online grocery much further. People are going to lean into that more, in my opinion. It's just a convenience factor. I think the other piece is around the robotics at scale. I mentioned earlier, they have had a huge capital investment in robotics that will pay off in efficiencies and cost savings in the long run. And then the last two are kind of novel ideas or concepts for me. I heard a quote from their CEO last year that said 80 to 85% of retail sales are still done in brick and mortar business, in brick and mortar stores. It's kind of surprising to me. As big as Amazon is, he mentioned they probably only had 1% of the global market share in retail sales. As we know, as the younger generations get older and kind of lean into and have the highest purchasing power in our society, in our markets, that's going to change. That's just going to continue to shift more and more to e-commerce, and Amazon is positioned to just take advantage of that opportunity for them. It's really a huge opportunity. And then the last piece is I love how they just have these innovative kind of huge ideas, and the one around Project Kuiper, where they're going to launch their own satellite internet service to try to help solve a problem in the world where, so many people, I think it's 300 million across the world or maybe more, I can't remember, just lack high-speed internet. It's a wildly impressive idea. I don't know if it'll be successful for them in the short term, definitely not. In the long term, who knows either, but I love that they're thinking that way and they're taking that step to try to push and solve a big problem in the world. So for me, those are the reasons I would say I'm picking Amazon to be the best of the bunch in the Magnificent Seven this year because of their overall performance, because of the robotics and how they're building this AI ecosystem around them, the opportunity they have in grocery, and some of the wildly impressive ideas they continue to push forward. So guys, if you like this idea, if you like this video and it helped you think a little differently about Amazon this year and Magnificent Seven, give me a like. It really helps the channel. Subscribe to the channel. I'm going to put a video out every day. And I'd also love to hear your comments below. If you think another company is going to do better than Amazon, put it in. Let's have it. Let's engage. Let's go back and forth. But I hope you have a great night and enjoy it. Take care. See you soon.